Good day. I'm going to be teaching a course called Philosophy in Film Noir. Most people have heard of film noir, and they normally think of some very popular films like Maltese Falcon, Double Indemnity, Kiss Me Deadly, and those indeed are films in what we might think of as sort of classical film noir or first wave film noir. They're wonderful, fun to watch. And so looking at the title of this course, one might think philosophy in film noir. I mean, film noir is certainly entertaining and it has a kind of charm and aura to it, but philosophy, really? Well, yes, I want to suggest that in the films that we're going to see, all of which are in the broad film noir tradition, there really are philosophical elements that can make the film more rewarding to discuss, more interesting to view and review and think back on. And so teasing out the philosophical elements in these films is going to be the purpose of the course. We will spend a little more than half the time, I think, in class discussion, and then I'll bring to the table some of the philosophical ideas, so that part will be a little more like lecture, maybe about 40% or so. We're going to start with one of the examples of classical film noir. I think it's one of the best, if not the best, and it's the film from the late 40s called The Third Man. What I'm going to suggest about that film is that there is within it deep and complicated elements of sort of post-World War II existentialism. The next film, often referred to as neo-noir, will be Chinatown, the Roman Polanski film. And in that one, we'll be looking at some of those existentialist elements still present, but also bring into it a kind of Marxist political outlook. It's a wonderful film if you're at all interested in LA, California, the West Coast, or water. The third film will be what we might refer to as science fiction film noir. It's the 1980 film Blade Runner, a film that is very much about artificial intelligence and all of the philosophical issues that raises about what does it really mean to be human and what is the ultimate difference between a supremely advanced artificial intelligence machine and a human being. Ironically, Blade Runner is probably a richer source of discussion now than when it was made a little more than 40 years ago. And then the final film we'll do is a recent independent film called A Girl Who Walks Home Alone at Night. And in that film, we'll talk about something called postmodernism and how that's expressed in that particular film. So I look very much forward to some good, fruitful discussions in the fall and hope you'll consider taking the class.